Hi friends, welcome to Tutorials Point. In this video, we will be understanding supply chain management and in that complaint management. These are all the subtopics we will be covering. First one is the definition, second one is the problem solving process, and third one is the corrective action and preventive actions. In the definition, we need to understand what exactly a complaint is. Whenever there is a specification or terms and conditions and when there is a non-conformance towards that, then a complaint can be raised by the customer. We need to have a problem-solving team where each team member from all the different cross-functional team has to come together to solve this particular problem. Finally, we have to come for a common solution that is going to help in avoiding the recurrence of this particular complaint. We need to clearly describe the problem. This is the fundamental thing. Using the 5W and 1H principle. 5W means to say why we were not able to detect, what is the problem all about, and who were all responsible for this, when it happened, and where all it has happened. Then how this particular problem has happened. All these things will help us to clearly define a particular problem. Then we have to go for the containment action. This is the first step where we are protecting our customer. So with this, we will be also understanding the initial risk assessment so that we can able to understand what is the risk proportion. Then we need to understand the root cause of this particular problem. Because if we do not know the root cause and if we are going to act on the surface level, then this particular problem is not going to be solved. So we need to understand the root cause by asking why analysis, or we can also do through the Ishikawa analysis. So there are various tools including KT analysis where we will be ending up with root cause analysis. Finally, identified root cause needs to be validated, and validation means to say we need to simulate that in a production line or any other simulation mechanisms. Once the identified root cause, when we do the simulation, we need to get the same kind of a complaint. If we are not getting, that means to say we have not really identified the root cause. Then we have to come up with corrective action proposal. So where there will be some 5 to 6 proposal maybe for one particular root cause, and maybe out of that 3 or 4 may be real feasible corrective actions based on cost and other technical feasibilities related things. So we need to take all these things and take an approval from the customer before we go ahead. Then we have to implement these corrective actions, and then we have to also take care from the horizontal deployment also. Just because plant A is having a complaint does not mean that we should not take a corrective action in the plant B. In the plant B, we should not wait till the complaint is raised, but we need to proactively implement this kind of a corrective action in the plant B. Then we will be understanding the preventive actions. In that, FMEA is one of the very good tools where it talks about the potentiality of the failure mode. So wherever the failure mode is going to happen, we can proactively plan for that, and we can plan for a risk mitigation mechanism with respect to that particular failure. And by all these things, we will be understanding the overall risk management, and with final strategies, we can really mitigate our risks. We will be understanding the last step of this particular process, where the quality management system update also we need to do once we are able to identify the corrective action and we have taken on the root cause. Then we need to close the problem, and finally we have to take the feedback from the customer. So if the complete complaint is resolved, then the customer is going to be satisfied, he is going to be happy, and he is going to inform us about his acceptance on our problem solving process. With this, customer satisfaction will increase and our business will be having a great potential of improvement. That's all in this video. Thank you so much.
Tutorialspoint.com. Simply easy learning.